What's up, good people? It's late. I'm walking late. It's 86 degrees, and here I am out here because I didn't get it done earlier. Had a book club meeting, had another call, and I should have been out here. But anyway, so I got on my, wait a minute. Let's see if I can show y'all my, what is this? A waist trainer. And so it's trying to work off. I'm trying to divorce this belly fat, y'all. So anyway, I'm doing a 21-day challenge. So I'll let y'all know what the results are. At this point, I might have went down like a quarter of an inch, but I'll take it. But I'll check it again over the weekend and see if it works out. And I'm going to be traveling this weekend, so y'all pray for me in terms of my food plan, my meal plan, and what I eat when I'm on the road. But anyway, so my midweek motivation, the question is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Because it's been my experience that when somebody wants something real bad, can't nobody stop them from getting it. And I guess hence that I'm out here in 86 degree weather, walking in direct sunlight, because I still want the benefit of saying that I did my walk, even though I do have Tybo later. And I did some exercise before I left the house. That's another reason I was delayed. I got on the floor. I did some crunches. I did some push-ups. I did jumping jacks. And I did squats before I left. Because sometimes when I wait until later, I don't always get to it. So today I was determined I'm going to get that done because I'm sick of myself. Sometimes I get on my own nerves. So I think it's a great question because as we're trying to decide, what goals to pursue, because sometimes we have multiple goals and sometimes we just got to focus on the one thing. Just focus on something and get it completed and not be scrambling all over the place, because I have a habit. I'm kind of that way. I lose focus because I have like so many things on my mind. There's so much that I want to do. And, so you make a little progress on a lot of things and you don't always get to completion. So I would say really try to focus on the one thing and get it as far as you can go. Sometimes you have to wait. You submit an application, you got to wait for the response, or you need some other people's input. But get as far as you can with a thing and don't be so scattered all over the place. But really, a lot of it is tied to your mindset. There was a sentence, I don't know who said this, but whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you're right in both instances. So basically, if you don't believe you can do a thing, you're not going to do it. You already got the excuses. You already got it set up why you can't achieve it. And so you're not. You're not going to try. You're not going to ask anybody. You're not going to apply because you already think you can't have it. So I think we have to change our mindset about some things and believe that we can. If other people can do something, then we can too. It's not, some things are not like, as let's say I'm talking about the weight loss. A lot of people lost weight. It's doable. It's just that some people got sick of themselves like I did and finally sacrificed and did what they had to do. And I think we get caught up. Don't let society, don't let the media, don't let social media keep you from achieving your dreams. Don't look at all the women that got, what is it that they get? Botox and all these things. And you're like, well, that's the only way that I can really get a nice body again or get back into a bikini. I would have to have $10,000 and do a lipo thing or whatever it is that they get. No, you don't have to do all that. You can do it the old-fashioned way. The old-fashioned way does work. And of course, everyone has their own goals. It was not my goal to wear a bikini again. It was my goal to be healthy as I aged. And of course, we all want to look good, but looking good is in the eye of the beholder. What I define as looking good is different than what another woman would define as looking good. So I think that's another issue about our definition. But I do believe that it is doable. It is doable to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's weight, whether it's has to do with your health, because a lot of sicknesses are tied to your diet. High blood pressure, high cholesterol. A lot of that is tied to what we eat. So we really got to be mindful, even if it's not about weight loss, even if it's, you're diabetic, and if you could get your sugar levels in order, maybe you wouldn't be diabetic anymore. You wouldn't need the medication. If you could get your cholesterol down, you wouldn't need the medication. So there are reasons, but for whatever reason, sometimes we don't tie that to having the discipline enough to do it. So I say, think about something that you accomplished, because when you want something bad enough, you'll do what you have to do to get it. When you wanted to buy a house, you had to sacrifice. Money's not unlimited. Most of us did not get money given from our parents. We didn't get a $25,000 bonus from our jobs. We didn't hit the lottery. We had to save. We had to do the old-fashioned save. I actually opened up a separate bank account to save up for my down payment for my house. And it wasn't just the money that made the house come to fruition. It was a home ownership mindset. Some people took a class, went to workshops to learn what it entails, to learn. Some people knew nothing about maintaining a house because we never lived in a house. We didn't know anybody, who had a house in our families. So we had to go visit houses. We had to go to many open houses. We had to talk to realtors. Some people had to build up their credit score before they could apply for a mortgage. And that might have taken a year. Some people had to pay off credit card debt so that their debt to ratio was in alignment with what the mortgage company would accept. Some people had to cut their expenses down. They had to do some sacrificing because they wanted the house. They wanted it that bad that they were willing to take a year to get their credit score up, take a year to save money, meaning they didn't go out to dinner often, they didn't splurge, they didn't buy clothes often, they maybe started doing their own hair and nails. They started making some real sacrifices. Maybe they forfeited vacation that year so that they could get this house. No, we got to buy the house. And they made real decisions. And maybe some people worked a part-time job to build up the money. And maybe some people entered a program. They have programs for first-time home buyers where they give them the down payment if they do like a 12-week class or something to learn about it. So people did what they had to do to achieve their goals. I know for those of us who went away to college, we left for college. I was 17 years old. I left my family, my mother. I moved away from my mother. I left my friends, my high school friends, my peeps. I rolled out. I moved to another city that I knew nothing about. I knew nobody. I sacrificed. I took classes. So this is 4 years now. And when you're 17, 4 years is a long time. And so that's 8 semesters. That's 15 hours of instruction, 15 weeks per semester of class, plus homework, plus papers, plus tests, trips to the library, staying up half of the night trying to read the chapters and the homework. Had to work, had to do your internships, develop new friends, and did it for 4 years. Had teachers you couldn't stand, the ones you loved, semesters ended and you had to start over. We had to endure at Syracuse the snow, the weather. I was sick. Half of the time that I was there, I was sick. Like my body couldn't adjust to the weather. It was sub-zero temperatures. I didn't have an adequate coat. I didn't have a jacket that could handle the weather. So I was sick. We had food we didn't like in the dorm, in the cafeteria. I couldn't afford to be there. I didn't have any money. But I endured it because I had a goal. So if I could do all of that, I can surely walk around today and wear this thing and drink the protein shake that I drank and go on my Fitness Pal and enter my food for the day and try to not go over. Will I fail at some things? Yes. Will I eat a snack tonight? Maybe. I hope not. I'm going to tell myself not to do it. Will I survive the night? I might. I hope I do. So we got to keep trying. But we have to make the sacrifices. You have to want something that bad. What is it that you want that bad? And maybe, the goal is not proper. Maybe you don't have the right goal. Maybe sometimes, as Pastor Joel Osteen would say, sometimes you got to dream another dream. Maybe that's not your dream. So we need to analyze, but we should live purposeful lives. Our lives should have purpose. We should be doing something every day toward reaching the goal. So as it pertains to fitness, if, I have this Peloton app that I think I may get rid of because I don't use it. But I want to go on there and get some weight training workouts, maybe just a 15-minute workout, and do it today. And just do it, because that's going to help me. So see what you can do today to get you closer to the goal. If you want to start a business and you haven't started it yet, maybe just pre-launch your product or your service. Let people know, hey, I have this product. Would you be interested in it? Post a picture up. Send it to your friends. Email it, text it. I have this product that I'm going to launch. What do you think about it? Would you buy it? Get some interest going. Would you be interested in getting on a wait list until I'm ready to launch next month or September? Do something today to get you closer to your goal. And I don't care how long it takes you. It's not about speed. It's about endurance. It's about the discipline and doing what you got to do to achieve it. Because things are going to happen that's going to set you back. Sometimes people change their majors or they didn't do well their freshman year. They were busy partying. So it takes them 5 years to graduate instead of 4. Sometimes they transfer to a different school for whatever reason, and it takes them longer. So everyone's journey is different. But they get there. And that's the bottom line. Sometimes people wait until they're in their 30s or 40s and they decide, I never finished and they want to go back. Or they never started and they want to start. And we commend it all because it's not about speed. It's about achievement, discipline, and reaching the goals. Sometimes people are not mature enough to do it at 17 or 18. Sometimes they gotta wait until they can appreciate the education. And these days, a lot of these jobs don't even need degrees, truth be told. You know, some professions, yes, you have to have it. But sometimes you can get a nice little certification in something, learn the skill set, excel in it, and you can get a good job, or you can, hello, how are you? Or you can be a consultant or start a business. So there are opportunities. If an opportunity doesn't exist and a door doesn't open for you, sometimes you have to create your own opportunity. When you don't see a thing, sometimes you have to create it. Now, everybody's not a visionary. Everybody doesn't have that skill set or that desire. It's not in you. But sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone and do some things you've never done to achieve the results you've never received. So that's what I got for you today. How bad do you want it? And what are you willing to do to attain it? And don't worry about the time. I don't care if it takes you a year. I don't care if it takes you a year to lose 10 pounds or to get a certificate that is a 30-day program. If you're learning every day, if you're doing your best, and you know what your best is, if you're giving it your all, then you know what that is. You know, it's not about anybody else. You're not getting graded by anybody else. It's about the timetable you set for yourself, the goals that you set for yourself, and your own report card. So make yourself proud. Do something that you're going to say, yes, I did that today, and I'm proud of me. I can't even see the screen for the sun to turn this thing off, but I'm going to turn, here we go, finish. Y'all have a great day. Take care.